Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. Now these are my battles that I did on stream, and I had a beautiful 5-0, so huge shout out to my friend and a trainer that was in the chat, Divine. I really appreciate suggesting the team. The team is going to be Shadow Lola Ninetales with Carbink and Metacham, so it is by no means a cheap team because we have two XL Pokemon, but it worked out really well. But before we get into the shoutcast, I do want to start shoutcasting again. I mean, this is not really a shoutcast because these are my battles. But if you have, if you want to submit content, the link will be in the description down below. I haven't shoutcasted somebody else's battles in a while, I feel like, right? But either way, let's go ahead and take a look at this team. Now, this team is not without fault, right? It's really strong, but obviously there's going to be things you're going to struggle with. Shadow Venusaur or Venusaur in general. Shadow Victorel, going to be really difficult for this entire team, so you do have to keep that in mind. Steel types in the lead are going to be very difficult. You kind of have to play that out if you run into a steel lead, but yeah, as I said, it did work well for me, so we do have the 5-0, so let's go ahead and dive right into the battles and see what we got going on for us. And as I said, I do have the Shadow variant of Ninetales. You could use the regular one, but I love the damage from Charm. Okay, going up against a Deoxys lead, so not a bad lead at all. You do have to shield though, so I'm going to go ahead and commit a shield, and it's going to be the Thunderbolt, so that is a good shield by me. And I'm going to throw just before they get to another one, but they actually catch on Dewgong. So a beautiful catch coming in from my opponent. I actually go into Metacham here. Carbink would be fine. Carbink is weak to Drill Run though, so that's why I went into Metacham. But if they have like a Lickitung in the back, you kind of want the Metacham on that Lickitung, and a lot of times it is a Lickitung in the back. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and go for this attack right now, and I actually do pick up that shield. Very nice. So that means I could take this and get to another attack and still take switch or get the second shield from my opponent. So we'll see what happens. I am keeping track. I do have to throw the Psychic. I throw a bad timing there, but I mean, this is going to KO anyway unless if they shield it, so that's fine. And they do let it go, so it's fine. Unfortunately, I can't make it to Ice Punch though. But that is okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Ninetales. I think I do commit the shield. I think I do. I do commit the shield. It is a Psycho Boost. See what's in the back. It's actually Umbreon. This is beautiful. Umbreon literally has nowhere to go because Carbink is resisting all the moves. Alola Ninetales resist the dark attacks like Foul Play or Dark Pulse. It does take neutral from Last Resort, but still the Charm is doing a lot of damage, and Metacham is doing super effective damage. Metacham is probably the worst matchup you have against the Umbreon. The other two just do really well against it. But good game. Let's move on. Ooh, okay, Swamp It. So you certainly don't want Carbink on the Swampert, right? So this is fine to see the Swampert in the lead. Gonna go ahead and commit a shield right now. I am keeping track, very close track of energy, and actually out comes a Gligar, which means I'm gonna pick up a shield with this Weather Ball because if they don't shield this Weather Ball, it's going to KO. Alright, let's see, trying to get to another one. Oh no, I do shield. Okay, so I do shield this one. And it is, in fact, going to be a dig, so that is a good shield by me, and I'm going to be able to get off this Weather Ball. I don't want them to get to an Aerialace before I wouldn't be able to farm them down, so I do go for the Weather Ball, and they do let it go, which is fine. Now, Swampert, I believe, was 2 away, so if they come in, they'll have to... Okay, they bring in Superior. So, Carbink does not like Grass types, right, because it is weak to Grass, so Superior is not really a Pokemon Carbink wants to see. However, I bring in the Carbink because I know my Carbink cannot see that Swampert. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Carbink right now. Take this damage on the Metacham. Generally, maybe be able to farm down. They actually make a beautiful catch. They catch on their Swampert. So good play. It's not going to be enough to KO, but I'm going to be able to get this snipe down with my Metacham. And at this point, so I do make a mistake actually. I actually end up throwing my Ice Punch, and that was a mistake because I knew I was going to win on Fast Move. Fast Moves, that was my win condition, right? So throwing the Ice Punch just to get the final shield, really not worth it. But in case they were able to get to an Aerialace, which will KO my Metacham, and then a Frenzy Plant onto the Carbink. Fortunately for me, they're not able to get off an attack. I do farm down. But that was definitely a mistake. I should have not thrown that. I would have gotten an extra attack in, and it would have been a cleaner win. But regardless, I am able to take that one. Good game. You could also run Tackle on Carbink if you want to. I think that would be really solid. It would help with some matchups. In the matchups, it wouldn't help. For example, Charizard. I mean, yeah, Rock Throw destroys Charizard, but at the same time, you're still resisting all Charizard's attacks anyway. So I think it's just fine to have Tackle, but I'm not running Tackle, I'm running Rock Throw. Another Deoxys lead, okay. So another Deoxys lead, gonna go ahead and commit this shield right now. It is a Psycho Boost. Good call to throw the Psycho Boost because now they can get off another one. I do live it because they are double debuffed, so I'm gonna take this really well, but still, that was a good play, but it was worth it for me. Let's see what decides to come in. Going to be a Cubbing of their own. I could not make it to an attack, and I was like, well, I'd rather have the Medicham against whatever's in the back. So, and I don't want to take a Moonblast either with my Medicham. That's why I brought in my own Cubbing. I know they had an energy, but you know, maybe they're weak. I mean, they had the Deoxys in the lead, right? So maybe they're weak in the back to Medicham, which would be really nice for me. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my Moonblast right now. Okay, very nice. Trying to get to an attack. They do throw an attack. I wasn't sure if I would live this. I have a really good rank. It's a rank 7 Cubbing. It is a Moonblast. I actually do live it, and I do get off my attack. I didn't anticipate the shield here. I'm going to bring in my Medicham after this. They do not shield, and guess what? It's actually an Umbreon, which is really good. I mean, to be honest, like, it would have actually been better had I had my Cubbing against this Umbreon. Right? So if I brought the Medicham into the Cubbing, that would have been better. But I didn't know they had an Umbreon. But this is still good. As I said, Umbreon really has nowhere to go against this team. It does have play against like the Medicham. You can see the Foul Play is doing neutral damage. If I had Dynamic Punch or Power Punch, this would be a better matchup for Medicham. And I do imagine you can run Dynamic Punch Medicham. I imagine that would work really well. But I do not have that on my Medicham right now. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that Ice Punch, pick up that shield. Okay, my opponent is going to go ahead and throw. I do commit the shield here. And I throw my Ice Punch. I am keeping track of energy. This is going to get the Umbreon low. This shouldn't be enough to knock out... Oh, they have a shield. That's right. You saw I was tapping that. I was trying to catch, but unfortunately I wasn't able to catch because I knew they were at the attack. So that's unfortunate that I wasn't able to catch. But I'm still going to be able to win this. That was actually a really close win. Literally 1 HP. I thought it was going to be cleaner when I saw the Umbreon. But no, Umbreon does have play against Medicham. The other two, obviously, Cubbing completely shuts it down. But either way, good game. Okay, Diggersby. Okay, so you do have to watch out for the Fire Punch. Usually, they don't run Fire Punch, though. Nowadays, this season, they run Scorching Sands, right? As well as Hyper Beam. But still, can't speak. Scorching Sands is still going to do a good amount of damage. Plus, it has a chance to drop my attack. Fortunately for me, it did not do that. So I do pick up the shield there. And I know they don't have Fire Punch, because if you have Fire Punch, you definitely go for the Fire Punch over the Scorching Sands, I feel like. So I'm going to go ahead and commit the shield there. And I think I double shield. I do double shield. I'm just going to go for the farm down now. And they actually get the attack debuff, which is really bad. However, Frost S comes in. So fighting for Switch definitely mattered there. And I will say this team, I would say Switch does matter with this team. So it is worth going for Switch. At all costs. At all costs. Now, I could have thrown the Rock Slide, but I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and farm down and get energy on this Cubbing. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and farm down the Frostless. Very nice. Out comes Diggersby. Going to go ahead and throw my Rock Slide right now. This Rock Slide is going to pick up that shield. When they shielded that, I knew they were really weak to Cubbing in the back. And I was thinking Charizard. Because look how low the Diggersby was, and they shielded that. And lo and behold, Charizard's coming in. I was thinking of trying to catch a Dragon Claw. They actually threw one after the Dragon Claw. But I was thinking of trying to catch it. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. I knew I had an attack on Ninetales, so I knew that was a game over. So that is a good game, well played. But yeah, Cubbing, especially with Rock Throw, shuts down. I mean, think Bash Shield down. It just shuts down Charizard, right? So good game. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Alola Ninetales into another Deoxys. I think I battled like 3 Deoxys leads this set. Crazy stuff. But I like the lead. You know, most of them are running Thunderbolt. I ran Thunderbolt when I was running Deoxys as well. But Rock Slide is a thing. But you still want to shield. This trainer does go for Cycle Boost. Okay, Lickitung. So I'm going to go ahead and get some damage off and then switch into my Medicham. If you go right away into Medicham, Lickitung does have potential to flip that. It all depends. Like if you're running Power Punch or Dynamic Punch. I guess you could go right away into it immediately, but yeah, so either way, maybe I do want to try that, actually, Dynamic Punch. Think that could be really good, but regardless, I'm going to go ahead and go for this Psychic attack right now, and that will be enough to KO. Very nice, you'll love to see it. So let's see what is going to come in. Going to be that the X's. Will I make the Ice Punch? I will, in fact, make that Ice Punch. Let's go. So it's not going to KO, but I'll just take the damage. And now I'm going to switch and throw my Weather Ball. If they don't want to shield, the Deoxys is going down. We'll have to see if they want to shield. They do, in fact, want to shield. Do I shield this? I do shield this because I figured I could shield this and farm down. And it's the Alola Ninetales of their own, so Cubink looking beautiful right now. I think that was the team that hit Legend this season, or the first trainer to hit Legend was with that team. I believe that was the team. And yeah, I'm just going to bring Cubink, and this is going to be a good game, and they're not going to be able to do anything. Weather Ball, really not doing much. Cubink is a tank. I actually go for the catch. That wasn't necessary. I don't know why I did that, but either way, that's fine. Alola Ninetales is going to go ahead and get off this Weather Ball, and out comes the Deoxys. I'm going to go ahead and throw my Rock Slide right now, which will KO. And that will be a great game, very well played to my opponent. Yeah, so that was the team that the trainer that hit Legend first this season. Used that team. So going to almost get back into the 2700s. As you see, I did do some tanking, but that is okay. That will be it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.